So I'm really lost for words in terms of what happened with the events yesterday on Capitol Hill in Washington. It's January 7th at this moment, 2021. And yesterday there was a riot that overtook the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. And I wanted to do this video not as a thing for anything to do with the Reciprocity Project, but I just wanted to document my feelings with it and to give you encouragement that we can make a difference in this world as scientists, as researchers, as professors, as PhDs, as graduate students, or whoever you are that's watching this, that the way that we make a difference in this world is by studying phenomenon that happens like this and looking for ways in which we can mitigate this from happening in the future. So if you don't know me, I'm Professor Dave Maslach. I'm an associate professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship. And I created this whole Reciprocity Project to give back as much as I possibly can. There were so many people that helped me out that I wanted to pay the favor forward to help you out. So if you don't know, what we study in business school is often things related to sociology, how groups and organizations work. We also study things like, emotions and psychology and how people feel and interact with different groups. Business school is kind of an unusual thing because the professors that are in business school, we don't really view the world in terms of the way that I think people understand that business professors view the world. We're actually a lot of us are very kind-hearted, and we are trying to look at things in a very positive light and try to solve big issues in the world around us. So I actually want to say in this video is I have no words. I tried doing several videos in terms of interpreting these events, but I honestly cannot interpret them. I don't know what to say and what to think. I am unnerved, to say the very least, uncomfortable, to say the very least, with what had happened or what has happened in the state of the world at this moment. But what I can say is, if we want to make a positive change in this world, and I know that a lot of you do, and a lot of you are graduate students, professors, people that are interested in science and research, what we can do to make a positive change in this world is to study these events that are happening and what have happened around us, and study them in such a way that we can get clues and hints on how to mitigate some of these things from happening, and actually have some real recommendations for the world to see in terms of mitigating some of these things. Now, what we might not be able to change things that are happening in our own country, and that's rather unfortunate because there is too many things that are going on at this moment. If you live in the United States, for example, there's a lot of emotions that are going on at this moment. However, there's many places around the world that are doing phenomenal jobs in terms of managing their countries and managing the people that are within them. And those places are paying attention to what's going on. And those leaders of those different countries are paying attention to what's going on. So what we can do is know that there's going to be unusual events over the next little bit. And there's not much that we can do about them other than to remain in peace, to remain in calmness, and to acknowledge and to teach other people that peace and calmness is actually a very useful tool to accomplish things in your life. And often the people that are very good leaders, they do show peace and calmness that is deliberate. They are furious inside, upset inside, but they try to show that they are calm and peaceful to other people. But what we can do is do good science and do good research that shows to the rest of the world that there is people that can actually do these things, and that there are answers when this happens again, so that other countries, other places can pick this up and they can be a role model for places that are in unrest at this moment. And so when something in the state of the world seems to be off, we can look to other places and we can say that they're doing a very good job, and I wonder what they're doing to do that very good job. Now, it takes a long time for this to happen, to make these changes, but we have to acknowledge that is the peaceful way to do things, and that's how we make significant progress in this world, is other countries, other leaders look to what other people are doing, and they look to see where there's good role models in this world, and we have to embrace those good role models because they are embracing things that are true, things that are peaceful, and things that improve humanity as a whole. So with that, I want to say that please do stay calm. Please keep going forward and pushing forward. What we can show to the rest of the world, as scientists, as researchers, as professors, as graduate students, that we are doing the right things that we should be doing. And we know what that is.